All right. So last session was a pretty RP heavy session, at least on my part. It only took me half a day to recover my voice from various grovelly ogres, evil hag ladies, and various other bad guy denizens of this temple. Start of last session, I think we started off up in the northeastern corner. You guys had stumbled into a room that contained a couple of Nothics who had the ability to peer inside all of your minds and look for secrets, whether you were willing to share them or not. One of them managed to extract a secret from Moss, a deep secret that he'd held very close to his chest, and upon having it shared involuntarily, put him in a bit of a fit of rage. Winter, meanwhile, attempted to haggle with one of these Nothics, and in exchange for secret, you did manage to gain some information before Moss, breaking out of the hold person he was under, charged at one of them, was subsequently banished until this interrogation or exchange was finished, and then he laid into his companions with a tirade before disappearing. The party then having no idea where he had gone, where to find him, or how to even begin looking for him. The party then proceeded to move back through some of the areas you'd previously passed through, crossed over the bridge, and came across a large fountain, the north of which you could see figures moving. Bad guys. Going through what looks like a bit of a storage or stockpile area. While most of you were invisible, you moved up there with Winter, who confronted these individuals, playing it off as, "Oh no, we just wandered in here, wondered what you're doing. I was sent from Candlekeep." You got a little bit more information, sent most of that group off to look for the dead bodies you'd left behind you, and subdued the one remaining member. In an attempt to question her, you did some damage before throwing her into a room full of ogres, who then finished her off when you explained, "She's a bad guy, kill her." After which, a conversation was had with these two ogres. They told you that we couldn't disturb the hag. We're not allowed to come out, we can't come and play. But you managed to bribe them with beer and food. And then introduce them to a game called Slap, which they were already very familiar with. While they were entertaining themselves out in the fountain room, you all moved further in to question the sea hag. You did get a little bit of information before a greatsword was activated. Combat took place. The ogres charged in, and you killed everything in sight. Now, I know mechanically we have already had a long rest, and that's fine. But we're going to pick up just shortly after combat to sort of give everyone a chance to regroup, gather themselves, discuss events before we move on to, 8 to 10 hours later. So combat essentially has only been over for 5 to 10 minutes. And I will cede the floor to you guys. What would you all like to do?
I think we talked last week about barricading the door and taking a rest in here, and we're all probably pretty beat from the fight. Can you remind me, the door is completely destroyed, right? The ogres bashed their way back in?
Yes, there is a massive standing mirror that will completely block the door if you wanted to move it in front.
Okay. So, maybe as we're tidying up the room and the more capable people are trying to move ogre bodies, and the rest of us are maybe trying to barricade the door. Winter's just going to kind of stop at the door and just stare out for a while. Is Moss not coming back, you guys? Because, well, like, I'm a little worried about him.
I think he's just blowing off steam. My hope is that it'll come back on his own.
I mean, this isn't exactly a safe place to go wandering around.
He can take care of himself.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I've seen a little of what he can do, but still. Man, I feel really bad about what happened. I mean, I didn't know. I saw an opportunity to learn something, and like I wasn't going to let those things out of that room alive, but we had a chance to learn something. I think it paid off. I hope it paid off. We're gonna hole up in here for the night, right?
Yes, I think so.
It'd be nice to rest.
All right. Well, I got a thing, but I need a buddy because it's gonna take me a few minutes.
Okay, what do you need?
Just watch my back. I'm gonna leave him. I'm gonna leave Moss a note so he can find us.
Oh, little one, I have everyone's back.
Hey, don't flatter yourself. Come on. And Winter will go outside of the room, and I have this spell. I did not. This is not something I learned like for tonight or anything. When I leveled Winter up to join this campaign, I gave her the ritual spell Illusory Script. So she will draw from her bag of holding a handful of colorful magical chalks. Pieces of chalk, and begin scribbling on the walls nearby. The spell allows you to, let's see. The spell allows you to, for the next 10 days, you can write on a surface, and to you and any creatures you designate when you cast the spell, the writing appears normal. Written in your hand conveys whatever meaning you intended when you wrote the text. To all others, the writing appears as if it were written in an unknown or magical script that is unintelligible. You can also cause the writing to appear to be an entirely different message. So, to someone other than you designate, they would see it say something mundane, and someone you designated would see the real words. So I think, without getting into it too much, Winter's basically just going to scribble graffiti on the walls that only the party members can read with colorful chalks that sort of points to this room, and just I'm not going to spell the words out, but some sort of message to Moss, if he sees it, that we're in here, come find us. And I think I can display it on the tabletop. I don't know. Okay. Sorry, I'm still remoted into work finishing something up, so I've got a bunch of extra screens open. Yeah, there we go. Okay. It says parchment paper or some other suitable writing material, and it says inks. I'm hoping chalk is good enough.
Fine.
Chalk and walls. Okay.
And where are you putting it? In
just
the fountain room
on the let me look at the map. Just in the fountain room outside. I think it'd be unsafe to venture too much further than that. And maybe write some, on the fountain here too, like just on the lip of the fountain, on the stonework there. Just something to get his attention. If he sees it, he's a pretty perceptive guy. We're behind the broken barricaded door over there, and I think that's it. And then for the rest of the evening, Winter would do her usual ritual of finding a quiet corner and spreading a bunch of books out around herself, reading, holding one up with a mage hand, another one in her hands, and sort of just trying to bury herself in study and forget about all that's happened. And that's kind of it for her until we rest.
Okay. What is everyone else doing?
I'm protecting Winter.
Okay. So while she's doing her stuff, you're sort of staying nearby, maybe near the door, to make sure that nothing comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Felix and Starsha, what are you guys doing?
So we're just preparing to take the long rest?
Yeah, I mean, mechanically, we've already taken it.
Okay, that's what I
Already
was thinking. I was confused.
Yeah. Nothing is going to happen during the night while you guys rest. That wouldn't be fair, since you've already taken it. So this
Yeah,
is just
just
if there
go
was
around,
anything
clean it up.
mechanically. Okay. Yeah, surprisingly, the ogre's room, or at least the one that they were occupying, is in relatively good shape. There's not a whole lot of mess. The smell is somewhat minimal. You don't know if it's just a byproduct of them, doing as Thaluna says, or if they just happen to be exceptionally neat ogres. But there are a fair amount of valuable items in this room, in addition to the treasure that you found. Should you decide that you wanted to really loot this place, there's high value in the furniture and stuff that are in here.
I feel like we should really loot this place.
There it is. There it
Yeah,
is.
we're gonna bring a moving boat.
Alright. I'm all for that.
Can we dimension door items?
I mean, I don't think so. It has to be willing.
It's whatever you can
It
carry,
is willing.
whatever
It
is on your
willing to
person.
get out of here.
So, you can bring along objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed what you can carry. You can bring along one willing creature of your size or smaller who is carrying gear up to their carrying capacity. So, however much you can carry, I can take 2 of us.
So if you
Also-
think you can carry that heavy couch,
Easy.
Maybe we should come back before we got some other stuff to do here than carry furniture.
Yes.
yeah. So I'll just give you a breakdown.
Pivot.
There's 4 chairs. They're each worth 100 gold pieces each, but they weigh 30 pounds each. There's the wooden chest that contained all the items that you already looted. There are 2 there are 2 rugs that are worth 60 gold a piece, as well as a large gilt-framed mirror that is worth 150. But it weighs 70 pounds. So, if you wanted to bring a dinette set back for say, Savra, you could do that, but it's going to take some time to get everything out of here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to continue to watch over Winter and then long rest.
Okay. So yeah, we'll say that, between the 4 of you, maybe you take turns keeping an eye out, keeping an ear out, making sure nobody approaches. And you all manage to get a long rest. Moss will also, wherever he happens to be getting a long rest.
I think throughout the night, elves don't sleep. So Winter would get up and pace over to the door and just, stare out through a crack in the barricade we've put up. And just, with a worried look on her face, just wait and watch. And might be like that come morning when everyone wakes up.
Yeah, so unless anybody has anything else they want to add, we're going to jump to 8 hours later. You've all received your long rest. You've regained your spell slots. You've recovered your health. And you are ready to face the new day. I think we had determined that after a long rest, it's probably around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. What would you guys like to do?
I think Winter is, at the door watching, and as you're all waking up and packing up your bedrolls and stuff, you might hear her gasp, and she turns and shouts to, looks around, Aranor, come here. Help me with this, and she starts tugging at whatever we've propped up in front of the doorway.
It's the gigantic heavy mirror that you put in front of the door.
Okay. I head over and help.
Yeah, so you slide this massive gilded standing mirror back out of the way, and the doorway is now exposed.
And she peeks out and looks both ways and just waves. Moss, come here! Get in here! Well, come on!
Just a quick question. The game is still paused for me.
Yep.
Is that the state? Okay. Moss will... We'll just
I
look
guess I
up
can
first.
pause it if you want to move.
Oh, I just wasn't
There
sure
we
if I needed to position myself or not. Moss will just look up for a second and look back down.
Oh yes, I will move Moss.
Oh, is he on the map?
Mhm.
I can't see him. Position. Oh, there he is. Would you get in here? Come on. It's not safe out there. Holy shit, I'm glad to see you.
Moss, come here, my friend.
Can't, you guys are blocking the door.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, Felix. Or no, Starship.
I'm over here.
Sorry, Starship.
Bunch of idiots. She's sleeping in the hag room with the treasure chest.
Oh yeah,
That's a corpse.
oh, that's the cult.
That's a corpse.
Sorry, I squished that person as I walked by.
Yeah, that's a corpse that's been squished to paste.
We're gonna chuck all those corpses in the other room.
Oh yeah, I've got a just look at a status effect on me too. I think.
Oh, my shield.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't change it.
I'll change it.
I might just be.
Moss-
Oh no, I'm just too dumb to change it. I got it.
Moss will just stare straight ahead and say, "There." Sorry, I'm trying to collect my words. There's something that needs to be done, and I need your help to do it.
You want us to write your apology?
What? Look, I'm sorry. I didn't know what those things did to you. I saw an opportunity. I took it. I didn't realize you'd take it badly that way. But we're strong together. We gotta stick together. This place is really dangerous. You should see what's in this room. Maybe you shouldn't. It's kind of gross. We would have been better off with you here. And I know at least some of us would have slept better knowing that you were safe.
And sorry, Moss. I do owe you an apology. I understand you feel like I didn't have your back, and that's not true. I just try and do what I think is best at the time. I sometimes have difficulty controlling what I may think of as evil. So I'm trying to be better at that. So an example is the cultist back in town. That is why I let him go. I didn't feel that he was a threat, and I didn't feel a need to arrest him or attack him or anything like that. Same goes for any other decisions I've made. And I just wanted to make you aware of that.
I mean, I totally thought it was cool that you jumped him like that. You know, it's cool to see that kind of conviction, but I also kind of get where he's coming from. I've been in his shoes before, and, you know, not everybody who joins a cult knows what the fuck they're doing. I didn't. It took me a long time to figure it out. That isn't to say that we're going to give everybody in here a chance. I think from what we've seen, a lot of these folk have they've cast their lot. But yeah.
Kind of when Moss is talking about the creatures, Moss will look up and then at Aranor, and then when he talks about the cultist, he'll look back away. The cultists, maybe you were right. I don't know. Those creatures, those were vile, terrible creatures. Kind of a shiver just runs through Moss. As for what needs to be done, these people must be stopped, no matter the cost.
I agree. And we'll need your help to do that.
Yeah, I kind of agree, but losing one of us is too high a cost, so don't go running off.
No matter the cost.
All right, so now that the group has sort of come back together, reformed, how would you guys like to proceed? Where would you like to go next?
Loudly and with guns blazing?
Yeah, it seemed like this way up north was the way to go, right?
Yep. Maybe.
We left 3 guys to go into the kitchen in the room north of us, and came back down this way. So we know there's at least 3 more in this local area somewhere who are also very aware of the rooms full of bodies that we left behind us. We had not fully explored to the north of here either. I think there was a hallway leading north from the dining hall-ish, and then to the west there was, I think it was just a watery cavern. We've also got that sword that's glowing, telling us there's a dragon nearby.
Oh, yeah.
Just throwing that out there, but that's a thing that exists too.
Yeah, as you say that, you look towards the sword. I mean, it's... I don't know what you've done with it. Is Aranor carrying it? Is it in Winter's bag of holding? What have you guys done with it?
I would... It seems like it'd be logical to, unless it's, you know, a huge beacon, like, you know, hey, bad guys, check it out, glowing sword, to leave it exposed somewhere so that we can see if it gets brighter or dimmer, or if it's just a straight on-off.
Okay, who's going to carry it? It's not like it's exceptionally heavy, it's just a long sword. Like, I'm not saying you guys have to wield it, but...
I'll carry it.
So you have the big long spear on your back, and your great sword, and this long sword.
Yes.
Okay. So you can see with this long sword strapped to Aranor's back, you can clearly see that the rubies in the hilt and the pommel are softly glowing. It is creating a bit of a warm spot in the back of your armor. It's not uncomfortable, it's just noticeable.
Oh. Is this going to be like the getting hotter or getting warmer, getting cooler game? I agree with heading north. Is there anybody... Any objections to that?
Awesome.
Nope.
Okay. Moss, do you want to take lead?
Yeah, I'll stick lead.
I'll follow behind Moss.
What's giving off light? Just the drift globe? Anybody else have any light sources?
Dark Flight can produce flame. I know it's overshadowed by the drift globe, but
Yeah, it would be overshadowed by the drift globe. 20 feet radius around the drift globe is bright light. So as you guys head north down this hallway, you've seen up here before, you were all here, other than Moss, invisibly. You see it's relatively unchanged. There are 3 long tables with benches. Several box and totes and bags and barrels stacked around this room. There is a large bronze gong at the end of the tables and some stairs leading down to the water. You also see 3 individuals in this room.
Oh, hey guys. Good news, I found the people that made those rooms full of bodies, and they're gonna fuck you up.
What?
What?
What the...
That's what we do, right?
You weren't trying to join the cult. Get 'em, boys.
Oh.
I'm gonna roll for some initiative.
Winter
Bring out
activated
the
great
tracker.
sword.
Yeah, hey, that's my sword.
Yeah, if you don't do it, I'm gonna do it for you.
I think I've got the wrong guys here.
Make sure you have your token selected. There it is. There it is.
Some high rolls going on tonight.
Oh, we actually have to do it manually?
What?
I was waiting for it to pop up so I could just click the dice.
I see.
Wait, that's a thing?
You gotta add yourself to the initiative.
Yeah, usually you do it though. I thought
Oh, fine. You lazy butt.
I didn't have my character sheet open. I was waiting for it.
Jesus Christ. Lazy ass players. Now you can click it.
I did.
Okay. And put on some little combat. Let's try this one and see how it is. Starsha, are you going to be in combat?
I rolled initiative.
It shows that you have not.
Someone didn't create their token.
No, I did select my token.
Do it again.
It keeps saying virtual tabletop not found.
Do you have Foundry open?
Yep.
And you have D&D Beyond open?
I mean, how else would I roll?
Yeah, maybe just refresh your D&D Beyond page.
I mean, I opened it freshly. It's not like it was still there from last week.
And your Beyond 20 add-on is up?
So I refreshed and it said something about... Hold on, let me do it again. There was a message. I don't know. It is saying that Foundry's not activated, even though I've been playing with it every weekend.
Okay, I'll just roll for you. All right. So as you come into this room, unhidden, en masse, and come upon these cultists, Winter fires off some quips, says these guys are gonna fuck you up. So the first cultist is going to move around and step right to Moss. And do some slashing damage.
Welcome back, Moss.
Well, a five, I'm pretty sure does not hit.
Does not.
Okay. That's all he's got. Starsha.
Let me... Let's see, there's 2 more in the back, right?
Yes.
Let me see how far they are. Each square is 5, right?
Yes.
No, I wouldn't make it behind any of them.
You can
I'll
make
get
it beside the guy on the table.
She wants to get behind him, though.
Yeah, but I want to get behind him.
Mm.
I mean, if I could jump across the crates and stuff, I could make it behind the one to the right.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics check.
Yeah, that doesn't help because it's not showing up in Foundry.
Okay, in the top right-hand corner of your screen, click on your Beyond 20 icon. Looks like a little red die with a B in it.
In Foundry or
Nope,
in...
just in your
Browser.
browser.
Okay.
And just make sure that it is turned on, and let me go to more options and see what mine says. Yeah, when you go to more options, select the VTT tab or game to send rolls to. Just make sure that it's set to all VTT tabs. And then click OK.
Both tabs need to be open in the same browser. They can't be in incognito mode. And usually it helps to try refreshing both of them, just to see if that'll get them talking to each other.
Yeah, all the VTT stuff is selected.
Yeah, try giving it a refresh, and maybe give Foundry a refresh.
Should I switch it to only Foundry VTT tabs?
Yeah, try that, and we'll see if that makes a difference.
Okay, let me roll something. Did it do something?
Nope.
I see it. No.
Not in Foundry. Yeah, just shut both down and reopen them.
She's back.
No,
Back again.
Foundry's not opening yet. They're saying loading crushing wave.
Yep.
But it's sitting at 99% and not moving.
Yeah, I would shut it down and try again.
It just did that.
Yeah. But it's clearly not working. We gotta try it again. Did it let you in that time?
Sitting on 99%.
Just roll on D&D Beyond and tell me what you get for an acrobatics.
I don't want to say. I rolled a 7.
Okay, so you attempt to climb over these barrels and boxes and crates. But you stumble. So you make it up beside the guy, but you do fall prone. So you can still make an attack, but it'll be from prone.
Hold on, I'm trying something. Okay, I make it up there, but not any further.
Yeah, you can get up to just past the boxes. You're beside him, so you can still make an attack.
Is it shady enough there to use my Shadow Blade?
14, 15, 20. Yeah, you're in. You're in dim light.
Yay! Ah, my gosh. I can't even roll now. What the heck?
Okay, we're going to hold your turn and just
Yeah.
move on.
Do that, because this, I don't know what's going on here.
You might need a full reboot. So the next cultist is actually the one that's beside Starsha. He's going to turn and take a swing at her. That is going to be a hit. Somebody just make note that Starsha's going to take 7 points of slashing damage. No, she's not. She's going to use Uncanny Dodge and only take 3. And that's his turn. Next cultist is going to vault over the table. And also come charging. I'm assuming a 16 does not hit Aranor.
That's correct.
Alright. That is his turn. Moss.
Moss is going to raise up his arms and gesture towards the 2 cultists in front and cast Erupting Earth.
Okay.
In kind of a box right in front of him. So,
Like between you and them.
like so, it sort of affects just them. So like that. I think that works.
Okay. Okay, so they're gonna make dex saving throws.
DC
the one-
16.
The one on the left fails. The one on the right passes. So the one in front of Aranor failed.
So he takes 17 damage,
Okay.
and the other one takes half that.
Well, the one who took 17 damage is dead. And the one who takes half of that, which is 8. These guys' hit points are wrong, but that's okay. And so this massive pillar of earth has erupted from beneath the stone, pushed these guys straight up. Leaving behind, I guess, a big sort of pile of rubble. Anything else?
No, just note that the area that I've marked off, I don't know if everyone can see that actually.
You should be able to.
The area they've marked off is now difficult terrain.
Okay. Winter, that will be you.
Make ready. Your turn comes.
Winter's gonna run up behind Moss and sort of lean to one side and throw an outstretched hand out underneath his armpit and point at the guy in front of him and cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
I'm gonna try this in the game and see what happens. Neat.
Ooh. Oh.
For a natural 1, for a 10, but hey, I get to roll it again because I get 2 attacks.
Nice.
So there's the second one. If a 15 hits,
It does.
then it is. I think this is right. I don't think you've imported my character sheet recently, but I believe it's up to date. No, it's so we're gonna add 1 to the damage rolled, so it'll actually be 7 points of damage. Because her Eldritch Blast is actually +5. So 7 points of damage if a 15 hits, and he is pushed back 10 feet.
Push back 10 feet. Okay.
And then I don't. I suppose. Let's see. I move 5 feet. She's gonna move. If she can get past Rin. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
No, you could have moved diagonally from behind Rin.
Yeah. Okay. So she'll move to here.
Okay.
That's 30 feet, and that's her turn.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Just
So
go
the
ahead
guy in
and
front of me
end your
is dead,
Yep.
and the other one is what's that?
Pushed
little...
back, and he is quite injured.
Okay.
So little drips, it means he's below half health.
So it's difficult terrain, so that costs double movement. Is
Correct.
that- Okay. Oh, wrong screen.
Don't roll for the stream.
There we go.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna activate Great Sword on him.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 26 hit?
Absolutely.
10 points of damage.
He is also dead.
All right, so I moved. What was that? 10, 20?
You would have moved 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah. You
And
can
I
move
got
to beside
one,
him. and
one
that
right
would be-
there, and then that's it.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right, done.
All right. Felix.
Stupid walls. I'll target this guy over here and firebolt.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. So
Terrible
easily-
roll.
So easily
12 does not
entertained.
hit. Yep.
Alright,
Adjusted
I'll do my
the
turn.
blood splatter, so it's a little bit easier to see now. At least on these dark blue cultists, anyway. That's your turn, okay. That guy is dead. It is Starsha's turn. Have you got your stuff sorted, do you think?
No, no. It will not load past 99%.
What the hell is going on? Just roll it in your... just roll on D&D Beyond. As you normally would. You can move behind this guy. I'll move you for him if you want to do that. So you'll-
I can't see anything.
No, but I can do it. I'm just telling you what's going to happen. I
Oh,
will...
yeah, no. Okay.
How can I do this? I can't stream because you guys will see everything that I see.
I can. That might be a little. Somebody else could stream.
But what are we trying to do?
Yeah. Because Starsha can't see Foundry.
I mean, isn't Deeb streaming?
Yeah, but there's like a 30-second delay. Oh
Oh.
my god, my voice.
I can stream.
Like, dude, I think she's talking about like in Discord.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I can stream it in Discord. I've also got that thing where if I don't select my character, I can see through everybody's eyes. So,
Yeah, so that'll be good.
yeah. Do it.
Yeah. Poker's live.
So you should be able to see enough from Poker's stream on Discord. I've moved
Oh,
you behind
okay.
the guy.
I see it. Okay. Oh, and it's dark back there. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use advantage?
With the Shadow Blade, if you're using the Shadow Blade, yeah,
If
you're
you're
in dim
using the
light.
Shadow Blade, yes, because you're in dim light. It's a bonus action to activate the Shadow Blade, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a bunch of numbers now. It says, I don't know, Shadow Blade. There's a great odd 9, next to it is a 14, psychic damage 14, sneak attack damage 8, total damage 22.
And this is on your character sheet?
Yeah.
Let me have a look.
It's what's popping up. It's popping up over top of her character sheet in a pop-up window because it can't reach Foundry. So it's
Right.
it's beyond 20, telling her what it's trying to insert into the Foundry screen. It's what you saw earlier when you were rolling it. And,
Right.
Yeah.
Did it, can you tell by looking at it if you hit?
No.
Okay, I need to take a break for 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
Starsha, do you wanna maybe, I don't know, jump down a channel with me and do a screen share? We can try troubleshooting this.
Sure.
Okay.
I am going to AFK real quick. I'll be right back.
Shake it more than twice, you're playing with yourself.
Right, you guys should all be able to get back in.
It is loading.
No, I didn't even think about if that would bugger up the stream or not.
Deeps can figure it out when he gets done playing with himself.
He's probably grabbing a pizza. I had to try very hard not to eat my whole pizza tonight.
Kind of pizza.
It's a new kind of pizza. It's a special they have on. It's a truffle something or other. It's made with truffle mozzarella with extra mushrooms. And instead of like just pizza sauce, it's like a garlic spread. To it, I added ham and peppers, but it's really good.
I'm back.
Welcome back.